Thanks for tuning in to another show reflection. Hit the thumbs up button. After this show, make sure to go to the home tab so you can check out the new merchandise that's dropping at the night school. Me. Peace reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you haven't already, because we are here for another Is Not for the Week series. Okay, we are here talking about Sagittarius. Yes, okay. Now y'all know I'm just half Sagittarius. I'm half Scorpion and half Sagittarius. So I flip sides sometimes. Sometimes I want to be all mysterious and shit, and sometimes I want to be I want to be fire and desire. The fire signs, every Leo and Sagittarius, they can be a lot. They can be a lot. You get what I'm saying? They can be a little sexual and shit. All right, that's just what I heard. I really don't know that. I really don't know that because I stay in my Scorpion energy. I stay in my Scorpion energy most of the time, half of the year. And then the other half, I'll jump in my Sagittarius. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Okay, but I try not to stay over there long because Sagittarius, they have a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun. And I have too much fun because it's the planet of Jupiter. This is the planet of expansion, baby. Okay, so sometimes the Sagittarius, they don't know when enough is enough. They don't know when least. Listen, Sagittarius, your fun and your excitement is finna get you in a little piece of trouble. Just a little piece. Just a little piece of trouble. Okay. So I try to stay in my Scorpion energy, be calculated and things like that. But I love me a Sagittarius. Okay. So with that being said, reflection, we are finna jump in the dating a Scorpio. We finna jump in the mind of a Scorpio. Okay. Can a Scorpion in a Sagittarius, can they work out in a relationship, or do they just need to stay there? Throw their ass in a circle. They just need to be links. They need to be them little freaking links. You know what I'm saying? I call you, you call me. Don't call me, I'm gonna call you. Type shit. Type shit. You get what I'm saying? Do you think they reflection? Because Sagittarius, this is the fucking centaur. The Sagittarius reflection, they don't like to be boxed in. They don't like for you to hold them down there. They don't like, they say, listen, when I get ready to be held down, I'll come back and I'll let you know. But don't you try to hold me down. Don't you try to lock me in, because I'm going to fuck around. I'm going to kick you in your eye. I'm going to listen. Listen, I'm half centaur. I will kick your ass in the eye because I'm a fire sign. The fire signs, they got a little temper on them. They got a little piece of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They got a little piece of a temper on them, reflection. So what do you think? Can this Scorpion, the one that's possessive as fuck, reflection, can they work out with a Sagittarius? Or do they need to stay friends? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit that bell if you haven't already, because you never want to miss out on my Zodiac series. Okay, so we're about to start the countdown. Go ahead and get everything you need. And yeah, I'll be back. And we are back. Reflections. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you haven't already, because we are over here talking about this Scorpio and this damn Sagittarius. We talk about these Scorpios and these Sagittarius. Now, y'all know I always come with a story about my life with these Zodiac signs. Okay, they said, Teresa, damn. Have you dated every Zodiac sign? You better watch on my reflection. I sure have not. Why you all in my business reflection? Hold on. Wait a minute now. Y'all just listen. You know, I'm half Scorpion. I don't like you all in my business, but they have Sagittarius in it. They have Sagittarius in me. Listen, I like to have fun. I like to have motherfucking fun. Okay, so now, I got a little piece of a story about the Sagittarius, but it's not in, you know, it ain't deep. It ain't deep. It ain't water deep. Like, you know, like a lot of my story times then. But my first boyfriend ever in life reflection, like the one that had my little head just pure, you know how you had that high school sweetheart type shit? Well, it was middle school through high school sweetheart type shit. Reflection. It was that Sagittarius. Yes, my first boyfriend was actually a Sagittarius. Yes, he was. Now, he was the one that got my ass cussed the fuck out the most throughout life. Yes, reflection. My mom and dad cussed me out a lot about that damn Sagittarius. Girl, I was trying to get to that Sagittarius. I was trying to get to that Sagittarius, but keep in mind, reflection. I am the youngest and I'm the only girl. So my father's only child or whatever. So he wasn't having that shit. So one day the Sagittarius came up to me and he was like, listen, I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be my girlfriend. I was like, oh my goodness. I've been looking at you for how was Sagittarius? Like, was it our magnetic attraction? Was it Jupiter or something? Did you see me looking at me? Because I was definitely looking at you. Okay, because I had transferred to another school or whatever. Okay. I had transferred to this school. And I was the second best dressed in the whole school. They said, Tariq, what the fuck they gotta do with anything? Because Sagittarius love that shit. They like that shit. Reflection, they act like they know, but they like that shit. They be looking at shit. They be looking or whatever. So I had on these particular, I always love Converse. Like, I love Converse. And I like especially, like, different type of Converse. And I had on some pink and green Converse when I met him. I never forget, baby. I had these pink and green Converse on when I met him. And he came up to me. He was like, oh, I like your shoes. He was like, you don't be just like nobody. Like, you dress just like, you dress odd. Like, because I always dress kind of odd. Like, if other people wear certain shit, I don't wear certain shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about design or none of that shit, but I can throw some shit together. So, anyway, make a long story short, he was like, oh, I like how you dress. Woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, thank you. Like, because keep in mind, I was super shy. This is my first, I ain't never had no boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Reflection, my daddy didn't play that shit. He didn't play that shit. Okay, so I'm like, oh my goodness, but you are so fine, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, you see him looking like Jupiter himself. Oh my goodness. And he was tall, reflection. He was melanated and shit. He had this low haircut and shit, and he could dress real good. Reflection. He had this smile in the eyes. And shit. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I knew I should have transferred to this damn school a long time ago. Now I know I was supposed to be there to learn some shit. I know I was supposed to be there to learn some shit, but this is the Sagittarius in me. That Scorpion head got put to the side. I'm all Sagittarius right now, reflection. I'm in my Sagittarius energy. Okay, so anyway, he was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. You know, this was the time when we was writing letters and shit. It wasn't we had cell phones, but this cell phones was just coming in. Like, you still had to pay for ringtones and shit back then, reflection. Okay, so anyway, keep in mind, we used to have to wait till that after, is it after 8, after 9 type shit, where your minutes and shit be free. T-Mobile, baby, that's who I was with. I never forget. So don't call, because keep in mind, you can't call the house phone because we had house phones and shit. So you can't call the house phone because my mama, she don't play that shit. She Gemini. She don't play that shit. She will fuck around and pick up the phone and be listening at our whole conversation. Now, I know we over here supposed to be talking about homework and shit, but I'm on the phone with Sarah. So serious, girl. I'm talking about some shit. I'm talking about some shit I ain't supposed to be talking about, reflection. Oh my goodness. Listen. I can't let her hear me say this. I can't let them hear me say this. Oh my goodness, because she gonna tell my daddy. She gonna tell my father. Oh my goodness, and I'm gonna deny it all. So anyway, make a long story short, this is what happened, reflection. Back on track. He was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. He had wrote me a little letter. Woo. And I'm like, listen, I know you probably don't know this, but I'm a real life walking princess. And I gotta go home and I gotta ask my father. I have to ask my father, can you be my my boyfriend, I know y'all like, Tariq, you might think you back in the Egyptian times. Listen, reflection is, listen, some shit just is still within me. So I'm like, listen, I gotta go home and I gotta ask my father, like, can you be my boyfriend or whatever? And I'll let you know tomorrow if you can be my boyfriend or not, okay? So anyway, make a long story short, I'm excited as fuck. I guess this would be my boyfriend. This would be my boyfriend. This nigga is like, oh my goodness, like the finest reflection. He's so fine. He may be like the second or third finest person up in because he was older than me in high school and shit. I'm in middle school because we had like 7th and 8th grade. That was middle school. Then 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's high school and shit. So anyway, make a long story short. Ooh, reflection. I'm excited. Ooh, reflection. I'm so excited. At least I just transferred to the school and I'm gonna get the finest motherfucker up here. Shout out to me. So anyway, make a long story short, listen, this is the first time my father ever cussed at me. Like, he never cussed at me. Reflection, I'm his princess. He never cussed at me. So I was on the phone with him because I think he was at work or some shit like that. And he was out of state. And I called him. I was like, Father, he asked me about my day. Typical, conversation with a woo. And I got to telling him, I was like, can I have a boyfriend? I just asked. Reflection. It was just a little simple question. My father was a Virgo, and he took it far. He didn't even have to take it this far. Reflection. I guess I struck a nerve in his ass. Type shit. So anyway, next thing I know, he told me don't ever ask him no motherfucking shit. This is what he said. I was like, oh my goodness, are you cussing at me, girl? On the phone crying. Listen, my father was like, don't you ever ask me no motherfucking shit like that ever in your life. If you ask me something like that, I will come down to Mississippi. I will come down there. Listen, y'all almost caught where I was. I will come down there and I will beat your ass because he was up north then. And I was like, oh my goodness, why did you have to even take it there? So I'm on the phone reflection. I am cry me a ring of fire. It didn't take much for him to make me cry me. He never whooped me ever in life. No put his hands on me or no shit like that. But reflection, his words went long with me. I was like, oh my goodness, why you cussing at me? Why you cussing at me? I just asked you a question. I just asked me to be my boyfriend. That's all I asked. I never asked for a boyfriend before. You act like I asked for the whole world. I just asked for this Sagittarius. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. So anyway, he told me don't ever ask him no motherfucking shit like that again until he'll come down here and beat my ass. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna ask you no motherfucking shit like that ever again. But anyway, on the phone, I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. But in my head, the other part of me was like, this still finna be my boyfriend. I don't know. I ain't never disobeyed you, father, but this is one time I'm finna bend them rules on your ass. So anyway, make a long story. They say Sagittarius to me. They say Sagittarius. So this thing, I know shit. I went back to school and I was like, listen, we gonna have to keep it creeping. Yeah, we gotta creep on the low because listen. My mama, she got this look about her. She look mean as fuck. Reflect. She really thought she the sweetest person ever. Like when I meet people, like when my mama work at and shit, they be like, "Is such and such your mother?" And I be like, "Yeah." And they be like, "Oh my god, I love her." And I be like, "Are you talking about my mom?" And it's like, "Yeah, I like her." And I'm like, "Oh my god, really? Interesting." So anyway, but other people reflection, like when I went to school and shit, and they would see my mama and shit, they would be like, your mama look mean as fuck. Like she look like she don't play no motherfucking games. And I was like, well, she's not mean to me, and she really don't play no motherfucking games. Like she not listen. Locked up, she won't let me out. No, she won't let me out. She wouldn't let me out the house reflection. And I wasn't even doing shit. But she wouldn't let me out the house. She must, I don't know. I don't know what she was like in her younger days or my father was like in his younger days, but I don't know. She must felt like it was in me. She must felt like it was in me reflection. Okay. So anyway, make a long story short. Anyway, so I couldn't go nowhere, even though we was like girlfriend and boyfriends and shit. I couldn't go nowhere with his ass. Like we would meet each other at the skate ring and shit. We would meet each other at the skate ring, but keep in mind, my mama didn't play that motherfucking shit, and my dad was on her ass about me. She listen. Reflection. So if I went to the skate ring, I'd be like, meet me at the skate ring or whatever. Meet me at the skate ring. But keep in mind, my mama would be sitting in the fucking parking lot. Yes, my mama would be sitting in the fucking parking lot. She don't give a damn. I stayed up 4 hours. She's sitting in the parking lot for 4 fucking hours. I'm like, oh my goodness, what you ain't doing? What is you doing? Like, do you got nothing to do? Like, when what we stayed, it wasn't even that far from the skate ring. Like, why don't you go home, baby? Oh my goodness, you're so embarrassing. So anyway, make a long story, because my mama had this very distinctive car. So everybody knew that was my mama when they seen my motherfucking mama. Okay, so anyway, make a long story short, I'm like, oh my goodness, why are you out here How you out here? So anyway, she'd be out there or whatever in the parking lot. She'd be waiting on me and my cousin, me and my older cousin. We go to the skate ring and shit together. Reflection. She be her friend. I'm gonna be my friend. But keep in mind, I couldn't even skate. I couldn't even skate. But at the end of the night, you take your shit off, Reflection, and you get to dance. You be dancing and shit. Now, keep in mind, this was before Soldier Boy ever got famous and shit. He used to be there all the time with what's that yellow boy? He used to be with all the time when he first came out. Reflection. Anyway, he used to be there and shit too. So they'll be dancing and shit, skating and shit around. Woo. This before he became famous and shit. So anyway, make a long story short. So the skate ring was the spot to be at, okay? It was the spot to be at. He didn't stay in the city that I stayed in. He stayed like 15 minutes from the city that I stayed in. So anyway, make a long story short, Reflection. Everybody is at the motherfucking skate ring. If you somebody, you gotta be there. You gotta be there. So I'm there looking cute, look at how I'm looking. You get what I'm saying? And keep in mind, my boyfriend here. Now everybody don't know that's my boyfriend. Well, my mom and them don't know. Everybody in school know, because keep in mind, Reflection is. Listen, he almost made me crash out a couple times because this is my first boyfriend. He was like my first everything, Reflection. Now, keep in mind, we on YouTube, but you know what I mean when I say he was my first everything. He was my first everything, Reflection. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I thought that was going to be my baby dad, my husband, everything, but it wasn't. That wasn't the case. But anyway, make a long story short. Make a long story short, Reflection. Oh my goodness, he was so sweet. He was so sweet, and it was never a time. Now, keep in mind, his mama was mean as hell too. His mama was a little piece. She looked a little mean. She looked like she ain't nobody to fuck with me. Okay, so his mama and my mama, they was like kind of on the same page. You got to think, he's a boy and I'm a female, so the rules a little different. The rules a little different, okay? So anyway, but my cousin was talking to like his friend or something like that, or whatever like that. So anyways, sometimes I would when my cousin go, because his friends stayed in like these apartment houses, kind of like thing, where he stayed at. So fuck around, you know me, Reflection. I skipped school a time or two because mama ain't gonna let me go nowhere. So by the time I got about the 10th grade, I'm like, listen, I'm finna sneak to his fucking house. Listen, this Sagittarius, that's the Sagittarius in me, Reflection. That's the Sagittarius in me. I said, I'm finna go sneak to this motherfucking Sagittarius house, baby. Me and my cousin called us a fucking taxi. Yes, yeah, we did that. I'm just telling you, don't judge me. Judge your brother. We done called us some motherfucking taxi over there, Reflection. And Lisa, she done went to go see his friend, and I went over there to see his dad, Reflection. Oh my goodness, keep in mind, I was a virgin. I was that big V, baby, because keep in mind, my daddy didn't play this shit. My dad didn't play this shit. He said, you gonna stay a motherfucking virgin until you graduate. Do you want that fucking car over there? Do you want me to take you to the lot? Do you want that car? Well, then you're gonna stay a fucking virgin. He used to bribe me and shit, and that was okay. That was okay with me, okay? I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, no, you didn't even really have to bribe me with the car, because I wasn't gonna do it no way, because, you know, it's just the thought of you fucking me up. It terrifies me enough. Okay, now I have me a little boyfriend on the side, but all that other shit, you get what I'm saying. But keep in mind, my boyfriend, he had already before Reflection. So you know, back when he a Sagittarius, so you know he was, because I had her around the school and shit. Between me and you, I had her around the school and shit that he was fucking with this girl at the park, Reflection. Now, in my city, the park was the spot. Now, I wasn't never finna throw my ass in no circle in no motherfucking park. Fuck, I look like I'm a princess. But I'm just saying, I heard after school, that's where some of the girls would go and they would throw their ass in a circle at the park. Oh my goodness, y'all nasty. And you know they was coming back to school the next day telling everybody, Reflection. So anyway, next thing I know, I was in computer class one day, and this girl had said that she was with my boyfriend, Reflection. Ooh, Sagittarius. She said she was with Shantae's got a man at home. She said she was with my Sagittarius, not any Sagittarius. My motherfucking Sagittarius, girl. I hit you in the head one of these motherfucking computers. Who you talking about? And back then, Reflection, we wanted to look computers. These had some big monitors on. I picked that monitor up on her ass. But anyway, keep in mind. We couldn't do that. Because, you know, back when, Reflection, I really didn't need to get suspended, because I used to get suspended quite often sometimes. At the school I was at, you could get suspended for the least of shit. You get what I'm saying? Fuck around, get to arguing, you get suspended. Fuck around, throw a muffin, you get suspended type of shit, Reflection. You know. So I had to be on my best behavior. But you keep in mind, with my parents, you had to have a good reason. You had to have a good reason. Don't come in there with no bullshit ass reason. Talk about the reason why. And I always had good grades. I wouldn't know. You get what I'm saying? Or like, you know how some kids, they bad as fuck and they dumb as fuck, I was never her. Okay, so I was always excelling, always in AP classes, different things like that. Reflection, always in extracurricular activities and shit like that. So I kind of had a little justification, and I had a fucking job. I had a job ever since I was fucking 13. I know you're like, what? Because my cousin, he owned this business or whatever like that. So I used to go there and I used to like do inventory. Like, yes, I learned how to do all that shit. My grandma went in one playing. It was like this, you finna get up here like a fucking what you call that? What, family working with the family? Hirachi, what do you call that? I forgot, I'm used the wrong word, but it was like shit like that. All right, so it was, listen, this is what you gonna do, young. You finna learn this shit right now, okay? So anyway, make a long story short, but you can't box no Sagittarius in, all right? You know, you got an agenda for us, and we always got an agenda on the side, okay? That said Sagittarius in me, all right? So anyway, make a long, it'll come out sometime. That's why I try to stay in my Scorpion energy. So anyway, reflection, what was I? So yeah, she was like that. She was talking to my boyfriend or whatever, woo 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 woo. And I went back and I asked him, and I'm like, "Are you cheating on me? Like, oh my god, like, are you cheating on me?" You know, that Sagittarius, they are so fucking sweet with they lying ass. Some Sagittarius a lie in a fucking heartbeat too. He was like, "No, like, why would, I don't even know why she would say that. Like, I would never cheat on you. Like, woo 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 woo." And in my head, you know, I'm young, naive, and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, well, like, she's not even cuter than me, so why would he even cheat on me with her anyway? Woo, woo, woo. Keep in mind, not knowing that ain't got shit to do with nothing. Do you not know if it's a split, then they hit, okay, hit the like and subscribe button, reflection. That's enough of it. But I'm just telling you about my first boyfriend, who is a Sagittarius. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you how my daddy cussed my ass out about his ass. Cussed my ass out about that damn Sagittarius. He meant that shit too. But think about it. But I don't have any, like, that was a cool relationship. I don't know if it's because I was young as fuck or what it was. But I talked to him all throughout middle school, all throughout high school, reflection. When I went to college, it was over. It was over, now it's over. I'm finna go see the world, Craig. I'm finna go see the world. But other than that, reflection, like, yeah, I didn't see no bad. I think they're compatible. I think they can be a little piece of compatible because a Sagittarius, but you know, with the Scorpion, they gotta, both of them gotta kind of be evolved because Scorpio is possessive. A Sagittarius, they don't want to be held down and shit. But keep in mind, Scorpios, they possessive, but they be out doing their own thing. They be out building shit, creating shit. You get what I'm saying? And the Sagittarius, they are creators too. They're the philosophy, but they're creators too. But they'll get into some shit now. Them Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, they will get in them fire signs. They'll get into some shit, reflection, okay? Literally. So with that being said, can dating a Sagittarius and a Scorpio work? I think it can to a certain degree. And I also think this is one relationship, if it don't work out, they'll forever be friends. You get what I'm saying? It won't never be on no breakup where it's so fucked up to where they can't, you get what I'm saying, they can't rekindle. But let's listen to other people's opinions. This is just my opinion.
Scorpio is
right?
calculated. Sagittarius is adventurous. When you place these two in a relationship, you have Scorpio representing water, that's internal, going within. You got Sagittarius representing fire, that's external, that is outward. So when you have someone that's externalizing, you know, what they want to do, and you have someone that's internalizing how they want to feel, how are these two going to speak the same language? Sagittarius is dealing with a belief system. Scorpio is dealing with calculations. So Sagittarius loves to learn. You know, they're very open-minded. They live in their philosophy. They spend less time in logic and more time in their beliefs. Scorpio deals with logic and their emotional intelligence and their experience. And it's just they sometimes can be a human lie detector. They can read through people, see through people, feel through people. I mean, you get it. And Sagittarius is not a position to always want to think about what a person could be doing because, see, whether you think Sagittarius is making a mistake, they learn. So even if they excel, they learn. Even if they fail, they learn. Sagittarius learns. And by them learning from their experience, they're always going to take a risk. They don't have a lot of energy to think about what you're not doing, what you should be doing. They can point it out, but they're not going to spend a lot of time with doubt. And in order for Scorpio to connect with Sagittarius, Sagittarius has to go within. They have to internalize what they feel and connect with Scorpio on a deep level. But Sagittarius is not a sign that goes within. They're external, which means they externalize what they feel and they say what they say. And that's how Sagittarius connect with people based on you sharing your experience, because Sagittarius is all about the traveler. And so they would like to travel your mind. Now, if they can't travel your mind, they'll travel through a book. They'll travel through a podcast. They'll travel through a video. They'll travel through a culture. They'll travel through different foods. They'll travel within the community, travel within the city, travel within the state, travel within a country, travel within a continent. If they're lucky, they'll travel through the universe. Sagittarius wants to travel through Scorpio's mind. Those archives, Scorpio stores. It's the secret sea, the private sea, and the mysterious nature Scorpio's not willing to expose. And unfortunately, this is the only way Sagittarius can grow, if someone shares what they know. And the only way Scorpio can heal, if Sagittarius go deep, 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 to tap into their emotions and be stable, not be adventurous, not be in two places at one time, or not be scattered mind. Sagittarius has to be present. And if they're deep and present, then Scorpio can give them a present, which will be emotional content, where Sagittarius can get what they need, but it's not going to come through transparency. It's going to come through empathy, the emotional aspect, where Sagittarius may neglect because they just want to know. Mentally, since they deal with their belief systems, their philosophy, this is their doctrine. But Scorpio doctrine is based on internal aspects that most people can't tap too deep into, because let's face it, some signs are too shallow to even give Scorpio anything to dive into. But Scorpio's deep. They're giving Sagittarius something to dive into. And Sagittarius is not willing to dive into. See, Sagittarius is represented by the horse, and Scorpio is the water. Scorpio can show the horse water, which is Sagittarius, but Scorpio can't force the horse to drink the water, which is Sagittarius. See, Sagittarius can show Scorpio their richness from their mind. They have a rich mind, but they can't force Scorpio to think rich. Again, Sagittarius can show Scorpio their rich mind, which is wisdom, but they can't force Scorpio to think rich. You see, they're speaking two different languages. Sagittarius is dealing with philosophy in the mind, external lies, and Scorpio's dealing with their intuitiveness within their emotions, internal lies. And so Sagittarius has to internalize something and leave their element and go deep, and Scorpio has to leave their element and externalize in a vast way. In order for these two to work, because they're not speaking the same language, Scorpio's really going to have to be transparent, be comfortable, be vulnerable, give Sagittarius something they need to learn so they can feel like you two work. In Sagittarius, you just have to not talk much and be present, and don't always try to be active, preoccupied with whatever you're doing. And just give Scorpio just that peace, that serenity, that emotional content by just being assertive with your emotions, and that way Scorpio can connect with you. And this has to be stable, and both you two got to be assertive, because you're not compatible, but this situation could work. Now if you want a different reading, get a birth chart reading and DM me.
So what do you think about that reflection? And those are some risk takers. Those Sagittarius, oh baby, they'll take a risk on that ass. A Sagittarian is a risk taker, reflection, they're a risk taker and a playmaker. Okay, they'll get into some shit. I keep telling y'all, man. All right, this is fire. These are fire signs. They here, there, they everywhere. Almost like air, but a little bit different. Okay, Sagittarius, they are very intelligent beings as well. Keep in mind they represent philosophy. Okay, philosophy, knowledge, different things like that. They're very deep in their beliefs. When they believe something, they go deep within it. Okay, reflection. So, what do you think about that? This is water and fire. Yes, water can put out fire, but in certain cases, did you know fire can sit on top of water? So they can match your energy just a little bit, just a little bit. Scorpio. So, what do you think? Do y'all think that this is compatible, or they just need to be sneaky link? They just need to, you know
So,
what
for
I'm
my
saying? What y'all
Sagittarian
think?
followers, if you're kind of curious about your compatibility with Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and say no. Okay, the sexual chemistry and compatibility is probably off the chain because y'all are both very sexual creatures. As a Sagittarian, I need to know the truth at all times. As a Sagittarian, my partner and me need to be right here with each other, right? We need to be friends before anything. And for a Sagittarius, telling them the truth is everything to them. I need to know the truth, right? A Scorpio is going to hold a secret till they die, till they die. Okay, they're gonna lie about how they making this money. They might lie about, you know, their little mistress they got on the side. You'll never know, and they're protecting you. In their eyes, they're protecting you, my love. Now, if you like the truth, I wouldn't date one. But if you can just sit back and turn a blind eye, then sure, he's great.
I'm saying though, why you gotta know how I make my money? Why you gotta know how Scorpio make that money? Just know I got some. Don't be worried about how I'm getting it, man. Don't be worried about it, okay? Because you a risk taker too, Sagittarius. You will get into a little shit too. All right, hit the like and subscribe button, but them Scorpios gonna get away. They gonna get away, but I don't know. I don't know, them Sagittarius might too reflection because they from the planet of not only expansion but luck. They are risk takers, which means they take big risk reflection, and somehow Jupiter be on their side because Jupiter is the planet of blessings and luck. So what do you think?
If a water sign loves you, and specifically Scorpio, number one, Scorpio, because they are the most affirmative water sign. They don't really fold. They're the most like toughest, hardest ones. They will go to the end of the ocean and back for just you, not for somebody else on the side or somebody else. They're all zoned in into you. Cancer, number two. Cancers, they will go hard as fuck for you, and you will feel that they have your best interest at heart. Pisces, they're okay, but they're a little fickle. Scorpio, you will never fucking lose with them. Okay, you will feel their love. Okay.
What you think, babe? What you think, baby? And them Sagittarius, they love to feel love. Don't let them fool you then. Even though they a little, they some risk takers and you get what I'm saying? They promiscuous as fuck. Now, not just the males, but the females too. Now, y'all already know these. And them Sagittarius, free don't be out there telling our shit. I'm just saying that y'all know we can be a little piece of promiscuous, little piece, it's just a little piece, baby. All you need to do is give a Sagittarius a reason. Get them a reason. If you find a Sagittarius that's being faithful, just take it and run with it. Take it and run like the centaur that they are, because I'm telling you, reflection, give them a reason to do some more shit. Give them a reason to break out that box. Give them a reason to, I just want to be free. Give them a reason, reflection, and they will take it to the edge. You give them an inch, they're going to take it the whole mile on your ass. I'm trying to tell you now, at least. This is just what I heard now. I'm not saying I know this for sure.
No, what you need to understand is I'm the man. I'm the man in this relationship, and you're going to start treating me like a man.
Why are you yelling?
All I'm trying to say is I'm the man.
My nigga, why are you yelling?
I'm just trying to help you understand that I'm the man in this relationship.
You're still so loud.
I just want you to understand that I'm the man. I mean, I'm the man in this relationship, and you should treat me like a man and stop being, you know.
See, that's the tone you need to speak to me in. Because you know that I'm in therapy and I have anger management issues in this relationship. So you can't come at me with a hostile tone and expect me not to get hostile. I need you to approach me in that tone. Let's practice. Go ahead. What tone do you want to tell me in?
Yeah, I just wanted you to understand.
Yeah, see, now you're calming my spirit. Now I feel calm. Now I can listen to what you're saying. And I can tell you what you're saying is bullshit.
But I don't feel like a man.
We're equal.
Them damn Scorpios, baby. Them damn Scorpios. That says here sitting over there. He like that shit reflection. He like that the whole time while she talking. You know he looking at these tatas. The whole time. That's a Sagittarius. Y'all be in the middle of a fucking argument. You be arguing for real, Scorpio. Scorpio be meaning what they finna say. They finna burn down the whole house with us. And he'll now keep fucking playing with me. Keep it. Just keep on now, because you know I'm calm. You know I'm calm, but when you turn me up, I'm finna turn all the way up. Now I'm calm when I'm calm, but when I'm not, I'm not. Okay, so just think, but that Sagittarius reflection, that's fire a little bit. That's fire a little bit. Now, when the Sagittarius get mad, they'll tell some shit too. They'll tell a little piece of shit too, but it takes a lot to make them Sagittarius, man. It really do. It really do. Because keep in mind, the Sagittarius, they always keep a spare tire somewhere. They are, because they are, all they need is a reason. They be looking for a little piece of a reason reflection, okay? So you just got to leave. I'm just trying to tell you. So what do you think about that Scorpio and that Sagittarius? Do you think they can work? Do you think they can work out? Do you think this fire and this desire?
No, what you need to understand is I'm the man. I'm the man in this relationship, and you're going to start treating me like a man.
Why are you yelling?
Hey guys, today's video
All I'm trying to say is I'm the man.
My nigga, why are you?
Or perhaps in a relationship. So what attracts Scorpio to Sagittarius? Scorpios are attracted to Sagittarius' fiery personality, their ability to be bold, their creativity, and their willingness to learn. And most likely, their outer appearance too. A lot of Scorpios, they like taboo. And they crave to know people on a deeper level and see people for who they are. They're looking at your soul. And Sagittarius commonly love the take it to the grave vibe that Scorpios give off. They tend to be mysterious, good listeners, and Sagittarius wants to know more. Sagittarius loves the stability that Scorpio may provide, and Scorpio loves to give it. Those are some things that draw Scorpio and Sagittarius together. But what are the cons? I've personally dated a few Scorpios, and I can tell you that some of the things that drew me away from my Scorpio lover was, in the beginning, they can be selfless, but once you get comfortable with them, they can be kind of selfish. Sagittarius is very independent. When Scorpio met Sagittarius, they were independent, and Scorpio will try to take the independence away from a Sagittarius, and that's something that you just cannot do. Because Sagittarius value their freedom. A Scorpio will love you for who you are, but they'll also try to change you. They play a lot of head games. A lot of Scorpios may already know what they want out of life. And if Sagittarius isn't fitting in to what they want in their life, that can cause problems in their relationship. Scorpio wants to be a nutritionist and Sagittarius wants to be a rock star. In the bedroom, it's very fiery, very passionate. I feel like both signs aim to please each other in the bedroom. Scorpio and Sagittarius, they just understand each other on a different level. When these two signs get together, it's like no one can understand them the way that they understand each other. Scorpio may tend to be a little bit jealous of Sagittarius because Sagittarius doesn't feel the need to have anyone in their life. And to Scorpio, that can be a turnoff. Scorpio may not think that Sagittarius is serious enough. It may be a little bit too chaotic. Something that I've noticed in Scorpio and Sagittarius pairings is that when drugs are involved, oh baby, it's finna crash and burn. And it might even get physical. Hopefully it never gets to this point and you guys are more mature enough to cut things off before it gets physical, but Scorpio and Sagittarius gets physical, babe. Sagittarius is blunt, but Scorpio will go below the belt. Like, they strive to hurt feelings, and Sagittarius really know how to get under their skin and go lower. Scorpios are very needy, and sometimes that can scare Sagittarius away. I give these two zodiac signs a 6 out of 10 on the compatibility scale. I feel like as really good friends or, hookup buddies, they're great. But in a relationship, hell no. When I think of this duo, I think of Drake being a Scorpio and Nicki Minaj being a Sagittarius. Or I think of Ike Turner being a Scorpio and Tina Turner being a Sagittarius. I know that Drake and Nicki Minaj didn't go together publicly, but they were in close circles, and I'm pretty sure she knows a lot about him. You know what I mean? For them not to go publicly and date. What do you guys think about this zodiac pairing? Do you guys think that Scorpio and Sagittarius should date or no? Let me know in the comments. Today's video is Sagittarius and Scorpio in love, or perhaps in a relationship. So what attracts Scorpio?
Okay, I'm starting to like these. Okay, now what's this one? Sagittarius woman and Scorpio man. Now, I have a friend that is a Sagittarius woman, and her husband is a Scorpio man. And when I tell you they are married, their marriage is good. I mean good. Okay, it's like they flirt with each other all the time. They got these little cute little nicknames, and from what she been telling me about the bedroom, I think you should try it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, pretty. Hello there. We have to make a cuss, baby. No. You made one with Libra. You and Libra are not built the same. Let's make a cuss, baby. Sounds like a terrible idea. See, this is my Capricorn about to leave you. What the fuck? Why would you say that? Did they say that to you? Cap's not gonna leave. First of all, we're not even together. We're just talking. But what the fuck would you say that? Oh my god, I'm spiraling. Yeah, that shit right there. That'll do it. My ears are hot. Let's go make a cuss, baby. It's November. 'Tis the season. Yeah, fine. Whatever, I need the distraction. Good shit. Let's start with some party animal. Scorpio, come on, get the fuck out of your feelings and do this with me. Sprinkle in some of that emotional instability. I'm not emotionally unstable. Okay. I'm not. Fuck you. We're making this cuss baby a sex addict. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Whore it up. We're gonna throw some fearlessness in there too. That way, she'll never think to use a fucking condom. Bravery, nice. And let's give it some irrational levels of intensity. Remember when Buttercup added a knuckle sandwich? Felt. Some brutal honesty. That'll be good. You're gonna be funny as shit. You're gonna be secretly jealous of literally everything ever. You're gonna have that cake. You really think Cap's gonna leave me? I fucking hope so. We made a bet. What? Some abuse of her right to free speech.
It's time to get into Sagittarius and a Scorpio. I think this is a fun duo. It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's everything you've ever wanted, and then it burns out and then it just crashes. It'll crash really fast. It just I love it. As a Scorpio, I love Sagittariuses. Sagittarius men though, if you are in a long-term relationship with a Sagittarius man, kudos to you. Kudos to you. What the hell did you do? And how could you give us all advice? Because they are so with the wind, it's not even funny. And I love Sagittarius men. I think that they are very handsome. They know how to dress. They know how to woo you. They know how to talk to you. They know how to manipulate your mind. And that's also very interesting because how did you do that? How did you get me, a Scorpio, in a state of manipulation? Now I'm over here like, what just happened? What just happened? But it is exciting. And we'll leave it at that.
Reflection. They said, Teresa, what you over there doing? Reflection. I got a device that I'm trying to get fixed. I got a couple laptops that I'm trying to get fixed, and it's taking them forever to fix my shit. Okay, so with that being said, so I have to take that call real quick. But so what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about these particular Sagittarius and the Scorpio relationship? Do you think it can work out? We done listened to a couple of videos. We done listened. Some people said, yes, this can work out right here. This is fire and desire. And other people was like, oh no, because that Sagittarius going to give you a run for your money, a Scorpio. That Sagittarius, listen, we know you a lie detector, but they don't mind. They'll put you to the test now. They'll put you to the test. And other people are like, well, you got to have you evolve Sagittarius. Okay, because they love that mysterious shit now. They love that mystery about your Scorpio, baby. Okay, you know them some very sexual beings. Them some very, y'all get what I'm saying. So I heard it get intense. Now, I don't know, but that's just what I heard. Drop in the comments though and let me know what you think. If you are in a relationship with a Sagittarius, how did they work out for you? Okay. And if you are Sagittarius and you are in a relationship with a Scorpio or was in a relationship with a Scorpio, did y'all like it? Did you like it, baby? Or if you did, you was like, I'll never talk to another one of them Scorpions again. Let me know what you think, Reflection. Okay. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. And remember, we are just over here having a good time. Okay. So don't take none of this personal. Until next time, I say.